You know, as human beings, there are certain things that we cannot avoid. It's like death, then taxes, then after that, the two things that we all have in common. We all make mistakes, and we all learn from our mistakes. We learn valuable lessons from our mistakes. Whether those lessons be life lessons, life skills, job skills, things like that. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's going to make mistakes. You make them. I make them. Kids make them. You could be an expert in your field. You've probably made them. You're probably going to make them, even if you're an absolute expert in what you do. So don't get bummed out on your mistakes. They're good for you. As long as you keep yourself centered and self-aware and make sure that you don't let your mistakes bum you out, even though everybody might get a little bent out of shape. Don't let yourself get bent out of shape and bummed out about your mistakes, because that's just going to discourage you. Because then after that, you're not going to want to try, and then your mistakes are running your life. It's like, these things happen. We're all human. We're not perfect. And if you're a parent of a child, especially a child that needs to work a little bit harder to learn things like life skills and things like that because of a disability, don't get bent out of shape over their mistakes if they're trying to learn a new skill like cooking or cleaning or cane travel, things like that. Don't do that. Because then you're going to discourage them to want to learn new skills that they're going to need when they move out of your house and get grown, and it's time for them to be grown and independent and all that good stuff. Maybe if your child was trying to learn how to cook and maybe they made a mess, which who hasn't made a mess and spilled things, maybe instead of blowing up at them and yelling and things like that, maybe teach them how to help you clean up. Don't make your kids afraid of the world. Yes, anything can happen. Anything can happen to anybody, including your disabled child, out in that big wide world. But then if you're going to make them scared of everything instead of aware, which they should be, then you're stunting their growth again when it's time for them to be out in that big wide world by themselves. Then it's going to be, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, because my parents kind of screwed me up and now I'm scared of this, scared of that, blah, blah, blah. Like, chill out. Again, your kids are going to have to do this stuff on their own, so you might as well let them, instead of basically bubble wrapping your kids and keeping them from doing the stuff that they should be doing at the same age that their non-disabled peers are doing things. Learning to cook, learning to clean, not just their rooms, things like that. Let them make mistakes. It's going to be good for them. Obviously, don't let your kids get themselves totally banged up and all that stuff, but just let your kids fall down. Literally, sometimes it might have to be. If they're learning to use a cane and learning to travel, doing things like that. Don't bubble wrap your kids and don't keep your kids from doing stuff that they need to do. That's all I have to say. Enjoy the rest of your day. God bless and peace.